Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida International Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. Hard running there. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
How about the taking the shot off of the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bump.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so we can make the catch. If you put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Cooper. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. On the move at the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of the...
Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida International Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And they're able to get him on the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Slams it ahead. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise,
Brings into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Punts it out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Here's what I do. I put a great receiver in the slot, and I see how you want to set your defense. You don't want to bring a corner to him. You want to play him with a safety. You want to play him with a linebacker. You want to play zone. Okay, I'm going to use that guy as an absolute weapon of mass destruction and make big plays like this.
FIU set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working on left side now.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Turning it on! Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it after 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And you know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
To the air on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tons of room in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throwing, looking right. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. It's Cooper. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Now on first down from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida International. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he falls on top of his own fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And this defense is asleep. Let's go. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Let's keep those sticks moving.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.